Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans. Welcome aboard. This is Raw, live on the Nation Network. Mean Scheme along with Jesse Lamani, and tonight, not one, but two championships will be decided right here tonight, Jess.
Well, we're going to have the first one up out of the gate. It's going to be the Women's Tag Team Championship as Damage Control tries to get back on top, going up against Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Easier said than done. Those two ladies have been absolutely on a tear as of late, and that's why they are the tag team champions.
Well, indeed, but if anybody capable of dethroning them, it's the former champions indeed in Damage Control. We will wait and see how that one turns out. Damian Priest, Senior Money in the Bank, will be going one-on-one with Chad Gable in a match that promises to be one for the records.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chad Gable's been on a bit of a hot streak as of late. He's already an Olympic qualified wrestler, so there's no doubt about his in-ring talent and ability, but he does give up a great deal of size and strength. And right now, Damian Priest, in my opinion, his star is on the rise.
Well, we talk about Damian Priest, and of course, we're talking about Judgment Day. Judgment Day, however, will be in other action later on. Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor going to team up to go up against Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio.
Well, that's one of the ones that I am most looking forward to tonight. Dominic has really been getting under the skin of a lot of people, his father and his uncle included, and tonight they want to hand out some tough justice.
We promised you not one but two title matches. Seth freaking Rollins on hand to defend the World Wrestling Entertainment Heavyweight Championship against Ludwig Kaiser.
Well, he promised he was going to be a fighting champion, and he's living up to that, and that's what he's going to do here tonight. He's going to put that title on the line.
And ladies and gentlemen, for weeks now, we have seen it over and over again. This new Nexus tearing through the roster. Well, a couple of weeks ago, they targeted one, Sami Zayn, and tonight Sami is here looking to extract some revenge.
Well, he is, but at least he's smart enough not to come by himself, because the numbers advantage, no matter what, is always going to favor the Nexus right now. However, he's coming with his tag team partner, Kevin Owens, going up against two members of the Nexus to be determined.
It's going to be determined. It's going to be determined very soon, as a matter of fact. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, looking forward to an exciting night. This is Raw, and this is WrestleVerse. All right, we're ready to kick this thing off. The women's tag team title match.
Well, here comes Damage Control. Of course, Bayley going to lead her two buddies down to the ring, trying to reclaim the gold that was once theirs.
This is the mandatory return match. In recent weeks, seems to be that there's been a little bit of perhaps fallout between members of Damage Control. They may have got the train back on the tracks now. I guess we'll find out later tonight.
Well, that's you in a nutshell. Why do you always want to start spreading rumors? Nobody's ever said there's a problem with Damage Control except for you.
Well, there was a point not long ago that both Dakota Kai and Io Sky felt that Bayley was perhaps using them to better her own career and not theirs so much.
Weren't they the tag team champions? How is that benefiting Bayley?
Well, they were, but they're not anymore. We'll find out if they can get back into the good graces of the tag team title picture right now. With this being the mandatory title return match, if they were not to win it, might be a while before they get another one.
And don't think they don't know it.
Jaden Carter, Katana Chance, very proud of those tag team titles. Did not come easy, that's for certain. Once again, want to welcome everybody joining us here live on the Nation Network.
We've got a bunch of people here already. William Weir's in the house. Andrew Roberts is here. Corey Andrews still owes me money.
Ricky J. Curon as well. Welcome aboard. Dwight Race has joined us.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Dakota Kai and Io Sky, Damage Control. And their opponents, they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Well, referee coming over to claim the tag team titles. They will be up for grabs. The champions have their work cut out for them tonight, I don't mind telling you.
Anytime there's championships on the line, you know everybody's going to be bringing their A game.
Here's the bell, and look at this. Tie up in the middle of the ring. Nice move by Dakota Kai on Katana Chance.
Well, I'll say something right now. Katana Chance is a very talented athlete. I'll take absolutely nothing away from her, but she's always undersized, and this is no different.
Indeed, gives up quite a bit of size and perhaps strength to a lot of the people she gets in the ring with, including her two opponents here tonight. But she kicks off there, nicely done, and quickly making the tag. Got caught for her troubles, and I'm not sure if Dakota Kai realizes that the tag was made, but she knows it now. She got caught.
Io Sky had to come running in to make that save, and I think you're right. She didn't realize the tag was made. Dakota Kai almost went down very quickly in this one.
And now Katana Chance choking her out on that top rope. Irish whipped to the ropes, back out front, went for the drop kick to the knee. And again has her tied up, and she's in trouble. Fading fast, but another save made by Io Sky. Boot to the midsection, and now Dakota turns her inside out. Face first, she plants her with that one. Nicely done.
We see Bayley watching on from ringside right there intently. Io Sky gets in there but wasn't able to break it up. Not a smart move at all by Katana Chance. That time comes in and turns right to the crowd. You got to be kidding me.
These two ladies right now going full speed at one another. And it's Io Sky getting the upper hand. Fans not necessarily happy about that. Back handspring. Shades of the Great Muta right there.
Well, that was one of her idols, no doubt about it. Coming from the great country of Japan, she knows all about the Great Muta.
Into the corner she goes. Chance wants to be careful, though, very close to all three members of Damage Control in that corner. And now, once again, targeting and using the ropes for added leverage. Head first. Io Sky just got drilled. And now Sky finally coming out of that. And now raking the forearm right across the eyes of Katana Chance. Oh, and just like that, Kaden Carter taken out. Io Sky with a running bulldog, and down she goes.
Well, Io, wow, look how quickly she gets up to that top rope.
And the elbow finding the mark, hooks the leg, thinks she might have it. New tag team champions right here. Oh, she just barely got the shoulder up.
How close do you want it? That was about as close as it's gonna get.
Katana Chance spills out here to the ringside area. And Io has her up in the air, plants her head first. Oh my goodness. The genius of the Sky in complete control right now with this one, and Katana Chance somehow managing to get back in this fight. I thought it was all over after that shot on the floor. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. And again gets caught with the Bulldog. Nice ankle trip, takes her down. And now Io.
You see that? She came off the ropes for a rebound, but went off the middle rope because she's not big enough to even reach the top.
Well, we mentioned earlier that she gives up a great deal in size and strength. Oh, wait a minute, going for that moonsault, and that one connects. The tag team titles are coming home.
Well, they probably would have come home had it not been for that big save made by it the last moment.
Once again to the top rope. And dropping that elbow down into the small of the back. Look at this. Backslide, good for two. Oh, and she just barely got out of that one.
There was a moment where both of those ladies just stared each other right in the eyes, and I'll tell you what, Katana Chance, to me, I think she's had enough.
What a move right there. Slingshots over the top rope into a spiral.
And one more time, she spends way too much time acknowledging these fans, and it's costing her, might be costing her the tag team titles here tonight.
Io Sky is starting to really gear up for this one. Boots in the midsection, and now nicely done. Head scissor, whoa, head first. Goes for the cover. Io's been stunned, but comes out the back door on a count of two.
There was a snapping little head scissor right there. Nicely done indeed, and just banged her head right off the canvas. And I can tell you right now, nothing about that feels good.
Io Sky a little bit dazed right now, and back body drop. Sends her all the way to the floor. Now Io Sky on the receiving end. DDT. All right, beg your pardon, that was a stunner.
Use the ropes for added leverage, but right now it's Io Sky coming back. But she's fighting 2 against 1 at the moment. Can she maintain that? We'll have to wait and see.
Io Sky has been a one-woman wrecking crew. Look at these roll-throughs. Putting her in position now from behind, and German suplex, nicely done. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. Referee just got wiped out. What are we doing here? She's got a steel chair.
Well, there's no referee, but look at this. She just got caught.
Landing right on top of that steel chair. It backfired. And now the million-dollar question is, what can she do? Goes for the cover. And managing to kick out. Referee finally going to take that steel chair and get it out of here. Doesn't belong in the match.
Can't blame her for trying to take advantage of a situation. The tag team titles are on the line. You'll do whatever you have to do.
There's a rocket launcher. Nicely done. As she tries to make her way to the corner. Oh, oh my goodness! What is going on here? Katana chance. It looked like she was going to make the save, but then had second thoughts.
Well, I've got to tell you what, I'm a little bit surprised myself. Let's take a look if we can get another camera angle at what just took place.
Here are your winners, and still WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
They retain the women's tag team titles, but what's going on with Damage Control, I don't know. And stick around, there's more to come here tonight.
Let's go. Bad out there, folks. Real bad. But I got a solution. Stay in tonight and lock your doors.
Boss, that her? We find her?
No, just more trash on the side of the road. Looks like Calypso's got himself another driver for this year's contest. She was the one. She was the only one. There have been so many people I've killed over the years. But her, she was the only one who ever escaped. She was the one that got away. I just have to win Calypso's stupid little contest, and any prize I ask for will be mine. When I win, he's going to send me where she's been hiding all these years. And this time, I'm going to finish what I started. This time, I'm going to make her bleed.
I hope by now that I've made my point. The Nexus is not here to play nice. We're here to get results. I've handpicked talent that's been overlooked for far too long. And trust me when I tell you I'm not done yet. These are people who are hungry and may have an axe to grind, like myself. You see, when I led the original Nexus over a decade ago, we were promised the world. And then, we were unceremoniously disbanded. We were used as fodder for the golden child at the time. Well, look around, Hunter. I'm still here. And we can't see him. I was not allowed to reach my full potential then, but believe me, things are different now. I'm not playing by corporate rules this time. We will take what we want, whether you like it or not. And anyone that stands in the way is going to learn a valuable lesson. You're either Nexus, or you're against us.
Well, that was a big announcement right there by the leader of this Nexus group that we're going to see in action later tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Alpha Academy from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Well, Chad Gable makes it into the ring. We talked about undersized performers earlier. Well, guess what? Looking at another one, but could be equally successful in my opinion.
No doubt about it. Programming note here on the Nation Network. Make sure you mark your calendars Saturdays at 12 noon. WWF Superstars of Wrestling. Another action-packed episode coming up this Saturday. You won't want to miss this one, I promise you. As Damian Priest enters the building.
Representing the Judgment Day from New York, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Well, you're looking at Senior Money in the Bank. I'm surprised he doesn't have it with him right now, but he probably left it with Rhea Ripley because, let's be honest, who the hell's going to take it from her?
Well, it was 1 week ago that he attempted to cash it in on Seth Rollins. Very close to a failed attempt. Managed to get that briefcase back just in the nick of time before the referee called for the bell. And still remains one of the greatest threats to the WWE Heavyweight Championship here tonight. Programming notes here on the Nation Network. On Tuesdays and Fridays, look for new episodes of Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal Black, like you've never seen it before, with new enhanced sound effects and visual aids.
Storytelling done totally differently. It's whatever you think you know, it's going to be different.
Big kick to the head, and down goes Chad Gable, and look at Damian just standing over him.
Well, I'll tell you right now, one of the great things about Damian Priest and being in the position he's in right now, it doesn't matter if he wins or loses the match. He could just go out there and freelance the whole thing and just be as loose as he wants to be because he's got the money in the bank. He's going to get a title opportunity whenever he wants.
Indeed, most people have to worry about winning and losing matches to get that opportunity. He's got it. As for Chad Gable, it would do nothing but bolster his recent run of attention if he were to pull off a major victory over somebody like Damian Priest, as you see him addressing the crowd.
Well, speaking of the crowd, we've got one here as well. RSGN Retro Sports in the house. Ancient Clown joining us as well. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here along with Roy W.
Back into the ring he goes, and Damian Priest will follow him through the ropes. Gable comes up with a right hand, now going after the arm, and he's got him in a crossface. But Damian Priest very fortunate to be where he's at right now. Managed to get his foot over the bottom rope and breaking the hold.
Now he's going to go right down to mat wrestling, something he knows better than anybody. And I'll tell you right now, if it were a straight-up mat wrestling match, despite the size difference, Chad Gable, I'd put my money on him every time.
Indeed. Gable, highly successful member of the Alpha team. Goes for the cover, does Damian Priest, got a 2 count. There's the Irish whip. No, he caught him back, elbow right to the mouth.
Yeah, that's going to leave you asking questions, I'll tell you right now. Like, what was the number of the truck that just hit me?
South of the border, no! Instead, plants him head first into the mat. Damian hooks the leg. And Gable able to get that shoulder up. South of heaven, I beg your pardon, as he spikes him down, and that might be all she wrote.
The eyes say it all, and he is out.
Damian Priest with a very impressive victory here tonight over a game. Chad Gable, look at this, would you? That was a 1-2 punch, and to your point, his eyes are completely shut. He is done.
Big victory indeed for Damian Priest, and that does nothing but bolster his confidence.
Fans, stick around, more to come.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready, because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts, you give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
And we are back for more Raw here on the Nation Network. Tag team action. As we see members of the Judgment Day on center stage.
The foe is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 390 pounds. Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor, the Judgment Day.
Well, the match was booked as Dominic and Finn Balor. It was announced as Dominic and Finn Balor, but from the fine folks at 2K who brought you a bald Hulk Hogan, we've got Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
I'll tell you what, I've said it before, I'll say it again. 2K could fuck up a wet dream.
Yep.
The Judgment Day standing tall. And as if by magic.
Well, it's like I said, it's 2K. You don't even try to think of why anymore.
Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero coming to the ring. Who knows who he might change into once the bell rings.
I swear if I was a 2K developer, I would be embarrassed to have my actual name on this game in any way, shape, or form.
Eddie Guerrero, of course, has done it all in the WWE. Former world champion, intercontinental champion, United States champion, tag team champion, you name it, he's done it. This is a tag team match that I have been looking forward to since I heard it was signed. To see Guerrero together with Rey Mysterio, this is truly a special event.
Well, it definitely is, and not only that, but we've got a world title match coming up.
Weighing in at 175 pounds,
Rey Mysterio heads into the ring. The fallout between he and his son over a year ago has only escalated over the months. We've seen him meeting Dominic Mysterio, ruin holidays at the family gathering. He has remained a constant thorn in the side of his father ever since, and now gets in the ring with both his uncle and his father. Talk about a 2-for-1. As Eddie Guerrero now, oh, nobody home, and Dominic learning pretty quick for a young man.
Nice neck breaker right there, gets the job done, at least for the moment, and now he's in control.
Eddie Guerrero into the corner now. What's Dom got in mind here? Oh, drive the head right into the canvas.
Well, ex-con Don, I'm sure he's going to use some of those moves he picked up in prison, and they won't be nice.
He was never in prison, and you know it.
Sure he was. I saw him locked up in back of a squad car. Where do you think they bring you, to Chuck E. Cheese?
Tag is made. Oh, look at this. Finn Balor. Rocket launcher. And that shoulder. Look at this. Nice tag made right there to get out of trouble. But Rey Mysterio walks into a buzzsaw. And look at this. Oh, wait a minute. What is Ripley doing at ringside?
Well, it looked like she was getting ready to perhaps smack some sense into Guerrero, but decided not to when she realized the referee was watching.
Double team by the Judgment Day right here. Standing moonsault and nobody home. Here's the clothesline. Father and son exchanging blows right now. Spinebuster nicely executed right there. Now Dom looking for some sort of appreciation from this capacity crowd. Not going to find it, I can assure you of that.
Well, they definitely don't care for what he's done to his father, and I can't blame them for that, but at the same time, he has to be his own man, and what better way to do it than to beat the crap out of the man.
Nice move right there by Dom. Don't have to like him to appreciate what he does in the ring. Oh, look at this. Finn Balor getting involved with that headbutt. Wasn't even a legal man. There's one, there's two. Oh, and he just barely escaped that one. And still to come, the new Nexus will be in action later tonight. We don't know who will be representing the group. Oh, he missed that one.
Yeah, I think he misjudged the distance and ended up paying a price for it. But he did catch him with the hit a little bit. Not sure who got the worst of it, though.
What a tremendous arm drag right there by Dom Mysterio as he continues to get the better of his father tag mate. Now Finn Balor going to come in, double team. Wide open Rey Mysterio there for that shot. Now Balor follows it up. Big elbow drop indeed. Look at this, would you?
Well, we've seen a lot of different faces when it comes to Finn Balor.
Going up to the top rope. Oh, and look at Rey. Goes to the floor. Missile drop kick connects. Are you kidding me?
Big move off the top rope, but then he missed the elbow drop, and now Mysterio starting to fire back somehow.
Things are breaking down here, ladies and gentlemen, on Monday Night Raw. The Judgment Day in control for most of the match, but Rey Mysterio finally finding a little bit of an opportunity, an open window, if you would. Oh, look at this. He just took a shot at his son.
Nice move right there by Finn Balor, and he's got Rey Mysterio out cold, and he knows it.
Coup de grace, hooks the leg. And the save had to be made by Eddie Guerrero. Big drop kick and Guerrero down.
Goes for the cover again. This time there won't be a save.
Rey Mysterio able to kick out on one. They collide head to head. Series of chops, punches, and drop kicks now. And Rey Mysterio comes firing back with some of his own.
He's going to take him all the way over to his corner right now. And here's a tag finally made to Eddie Guerrero and a double team. What are they going to do?
Hurricane Run into a powerbomb. Eddie Guerrero targeting the left knee.
Wow, that was a real quick tag. I think he should have let Rey get a little bit more time.
You see Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest ringside very happy with what they were seeing here. Oh, there's that double stomp again. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Will that be enough for the win?
Well, Finn Balor right now feels like he's in control of this thing, and I'd have to agree 100%. I would say he definitely is.
Has him up in the air and spikes him down with authority. Goes for that cover one more time. And Mysterio out the back door.
I don't know how many times he's going to be able to take that double stomp to the rib cage. Big drop kick, though, may have gotten him out of trouble long enough.
Rey Mysterio splitting the uprights, if you would.
But I'd say he made a big mistake because he had a great opportunity right there to make the tag to Eddie Guerrero, and he passed up on it.
Instead, paying homage to him using the Three Amigos. And Finn Balor in trouble now. Hooks the leg. Dominic Mysterio down again. trying to take advantage of the situation, and now I'm not sure that once again didn't see the tag made. I don't think Finn Balor realized that Rey Mysterio was not the legal man.
Well, it happened very quickly, and he was still recuperating from what had just happened.
Oh, that might have done some damage to the shoulder.
Do you think? Just rolled out to the floor, and he's in a whole lot of pain. And once again, Rey Mysterio targeting his own son.
Oh, my goodness, Rey Mysterio. Diving through the ropes, caught him with a DDT on the floor.
Finn Balor's in a whole world of trouble right now. I don't know how much more he can take of this.
I can tell you an average man would have been done already. This is a brutal beatdown, no doubt about it. Finn Balor slowly getting back. Oh, look at Dominic Mysterio. And there's a roll-up. He's in the corner. Referee, come on, give me a break.
Well, the referee tried to do her job the best she can, but there was a lot of things happening in that moment.
Finn Balor now throwing Mysterio to the apron once he got him on here. Springboard drop kick. Oh, and he missed.
It's a risk-reward situation. He went for the risk, but got no reward.
Mysterio now stretching and pulling back on that hamstring. He is tapping out.
It doesn't matter. He's on the floor. Only matters if it happens inside the squared circle, and Rey Mysterio knows this.
Lunging, tag made, and now Dominic comes back in. There's a clothesline.
This crowd not at all happy to see Dom back in the match.
Knee to the head, and his son is in trouble. And Rey makes the tag to Uncle Eddie. And Eddie Guerrero gonna go for the Three Amigos.
Well, we saw it earlier from Rey, but here's the man who originated the plan.
Goes for the cover. Will that be enough? 1, 2, and he kicks out. Guerrero with a nice suplex. Just caught him. Capture plex, throws him over the top and back. Rough landing indeed.
Now targeting the eyes, and there's a tag once again. Now Rey Mysterio going to get a chance to give his son a spanking that he probably long overdue.
Sit out face buster by Mysterio. And now Rey going up to the top rope. Frog splash.
And Damian Priest is up there to distract the official.
Come on, referee, give me a break. And he got him.
Wow, he had enough time to think about it for sure, and I am amazed that Dom wasn't able to kick out from that one.
What a victory for Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio Jr. We'll take a look at this one, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the highlights.
Well, that Three Amigos clearly took all the starch right out of the sails.
Big victory for those two men, ladies and gentlemen. The WWE Heavyweight Championship is on the line in just a moment, so stay right where you are.
will never pin me. Now it's everybody's favorite time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, it's a big night. Fight, feel anytime the world title is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mind telling you, but here is an accomplished wrestling superstar. Might not like him, might not like his tactics, but you can't take away what he's able to do in the ring.
Well, you're not a member of Imperium if you're not a top talent. Ludwig Kaiser is definitely a top talent.
Under the wings, you might say, the man formerly known as Walter. Ludwig Kaiser with a lot on the line here tonight. How many opportunities do you get at the World Championship?
Well, not many if you lose the first. This is his first opportunity to go in against the world champion for a championship title. And I can tell you right now, if he doesn't beat him, probably won't get another.
Well, you've got to believe that Gunther is watching from the back.
No doubt, this is one of his top lieutenants in his army, and you've got to be able to perform when you're in that role. There are expectations of you.
As we take a look at the WWE World Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
Well, the fans love him right now. It hasn't always been that way, but he's got them on his side. I personally never saw a need for that.
Well, you generally never had that problem to begin with.
I have plenty of fans that would chant my name.
Yeah, but it was usually followed by the word sucks.
Hey, you want me to come over there and tighten your tie for you, little man?
Let's get back to the match.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Seth Rollins with a smile on his face. We'll see if that smile remains. As this crowd continues to sing him to the ring.
From Hamburg, Germany, weighing in at 220 pounds, Ludwig Kaiser.
A lot of determination in those eyes.
Weighing in at 217 pounds, he is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth Rollins a little reluctant to hand over that championship title, but he always promised that he was going to be a fighting champion unlike others.
Well, I think we all know exactly who he's referring to when he says that, and we've got the WWE's Universal World Heavyweight Champion in Roman Reigns, and he's got a real special kind of schedule. Doesn't exactly defend the title once every 30 days. Back in my day, if you didn't do that, they took the title from you.
Well, nowadays we've got contracts and guarantees, and things have definitely changed. Seth Rollins defending this title on a regular basis, a breath of fresh air to see a champion that does such a thing, as he brings Ludwig Kaiser over to the rope and drops him unceremoniously, and then attacking the left knee.
Seems to me that Seth Rollins has a game plan already in mind as he floats over on that suplex for a cover.
Got a cover and a 1 count. Nice arm wringer, and down again goes Ludwig Kaiser, who has yet to put up any real offense in this match. To the ropes, back out front, they collide. And now Kaiser finally coming up with some stuff.
Well, he's coming up with some offense right now as he just mounts Seth freaking Rollins and hammers away with a bunch of freaking right hands.
Butterflies the arms. Nice suplex, takes the champion over. Big kick to the head, and Ludwig Kaiser momentarily in control. Butterfly again, and takes him over with a perfect suplex.
Did a great job at the top of that suplex. He arched his back and just strung him out. Seth Rollins could do nothing but take the ride.
Rollins coming right back up. Kaiser drops Rollins into the corner. And now going to grab him by the ankles, pull him all the way back out to the middle of the ring, and he wants him back on his feet.
Well, that's what he says anyway. We'll see.
Kaiser snapmares him over. Now what? To the ropes. Back out front. Oh, what a kick right to the head of the champion. Seth Rollins in trouble. Kaiser lines him up. Oh, they just put him away. The champ's in trouble. Blood. He's been busted open. What in the world?
Wow, he was about to become the world champion and just decided to hand out more punishment. What kind of confidence does that exude?
Are you trying to tell me that you're okay with that?
Well, I don't think it was sound strategy. If you could become the world champion, I think that's the name of the game, and you just had it right there on the tip of your fingers. All you had to do was stay in position, but I think Ludwig has something to prove, not only to himself, but to Seth Rollins, and maybe even Gunther for that matter.
Both of these men battling it out here on the floor at ringside. Rollins misses, and he pays the price as he spikes his own knee into that hard floor surface, and now head first again into the rail. All right, beg your pardon, the steel post. Back into the ring, and now look at this. Going to break the count again. He could have had a win.
Well, yeah, but it would have been a count-out win, which is great if you're the champion. It keeps the belt around your waist, but it does nothing for the challenger.
From the corner, and he missed. He went for broke, and he got it all. And now Rollins comes back with a facial rink, rigging the eyes. And Ludwig Kaiser now in trouble.
The momentum's starting to turn around here, and it's in the favor of the world champion.
Rollins has him lined up. Stiff forearm right to the base of the skull. That might be enough.
That blood still trickling down the forehead.
Once again with that devastating forearm shiver right to the back of the head. Very dangerous maneuver. Rollins setting up. Nobody home.
Well, they both went for something and they both missed. But right now, Ludwig Borger back in control. Well, he was.
Rollins turned it around. Sends him into the turnbuckle, and now Seth Rollins follows him in. Oh, the curb stomp off the middle rope. And it's a big win for Seth Rollins, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, let's take a look at the replay because I'll tell you what, this one had it all. Look at that right there. That's all she wrote.
Unbelievable victory, ladies and gentlemen.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins.
An impressive victory indeed for Seth Rollins. We'll be back. Wait just a moment. Not again.
Is he going to cash it in this time or what?
The bell sounded. This one's official. Wait a minute. Finn Balor just threw a disqualification. He just saved the championship for Seth Rollins.
What in the hell was he thinking? Why would he do that?
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts. You give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
All right, fans, time for the main event, but I'll tell you what, these fans still buzzing about what just went down.
Well, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Finn Balor didn't want to see it happen, apparently.
It's scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 478 pounds, the Raw Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
They are the Unified Tag Team Champions. Sami Zayn was the target of the NWO recently on SmackDown. Kevin Owens was nowhere to be found at that time, nursing an injury, but he has come back, many feel, sooner than he should. But doctors did clear him earlier tonight to compete.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 367 pounds, Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough, the Nexus.
Well, is that who's going to be competing here tonight? Dragunov and McDonough.
Well, indeed, they were announced. We see Carmelo Hayes in the distance, along with, of course, the man who has orchestrated this entire thing, Wade Barrett. We heard from him earlier tonight, a lot of vengeance on his mind. doesn't feel they were given a fair shot the first time around, but that was many years ago. Talk about holding a grudge.
Well, I'll say one thing. He's right about one thing, and that is that when the Nexus existed back then, they were the hottest commodity in professional wrestling.
Bell sounds and actions underway. Look at this. Ilya Dragunov going to work on Kevin Owens, and we're going to find out very quickly if he was coming back sooner than he should have, or if he is indeed ready to get back in the ring and do what he does. Big shot to the head. He's out. He's in trouble. Referee there for the count. One.
I'm really keeping an eye on Kevin Owens at the moment just to see how he's moving. We don't necessarily know exactly what the injury entailed. We just know that he was unable to compete for a few weeks. There was even possible talk about the tag team titles having to be relinquished if he couldn't defend them. He's not defending it here tonight, but at least he's back in the squared circle.
Devastating clothesline to the back of the head of Sami Zayn, and the beatdown that took place on him this past Friday night. You gotta wonder how much could he truly be recovered in this short a period of time.
Well, if it were just a one-on-one match, perhaps, but it wasn't. He was going up against the entire Nexus organization on that occasion, and he paid a price for it.
JD McDonough now in the ring, tying up with Sami Zayn. Sami's got him up. Oh, and look at JD, gonna fight his way out of this. Rolls him up, and there's that double stomp to the ribs, and we know that those ribs can't possibly be at 100%.
No, JD McDonough really did a job on him at the ringside area. Now it's only a question of how much can he withstand, how much pain can he live through to try and extract a sense of revenge.
One thing about Sami Zayn you normally would never say, and that he is a step slow, but right now tonight against JD McDonough, he seems to be that he might be. Tremendous arm drag, nicely done right there by McDonough. And now Sami Zayn trying to fight back. And he does, he caught that one. Look at this, oh my goodness.
Wow, an inverted Frankensteiner, and that one really did the job.
Spiked him on top of his head. Meantime, Ilya Dragunov sending him to the ring from the top rope. McDonough comes down with a sledgehammer, and right now the Nexus looking like a tag team championship team of their own.
Well, don't think they're not out here right now trying to make that statement, make that argument, and a win over the tag team champions is going to go a long way.
Nice move again by JD McDonough. Oh, that back elbow really finding the mark. Sami coming back up and getting caught one more time.
Trying to get to his corner, but he can't get past the boots.
Walked right into JD McDonough. This crowd not too happy whatsoever. And now JD with a springboard. Covered, hooks the leg. There's one. There's two, and he almost pulled it off. Ilya Dragunov was able to get there in time to intercept Kevin Owens. Goes for the cover. Oh, wow, Sami Sammy's been busted open, but he's out on one.
Well, he's starting to get really angry right now, and JD McDonough, when he gets angry, you never know what he's capable of.
Through the ropes. Oh, my goodness. He just wiped them out. What? Oh, come on now. What the hell?
Clearing the decks right now, and they might have something to settle here.
Drop kick caught Sami Zayn. Double knees. Over the top rope he goes to the apron and sent crashing down to the floor. And again caught from behind.
Well, Sami Zayn's got a problem. He's in the wrong part of town, and right now it's a numbers advantage for the Nexus. Everywhere Sami turns, there's a member of the Nexus waiting on him.
Back elbow gets him out of trouble, at least for that moment. Uranagi on the floor. Brings him up. Oh my goodness, there it is.
We've seen that move before, and it is devastating every time.
Back into the ring, and now back outside the ring. JD McDonough not done yet, not by a long shot.
Oh, he just told him, stay the hell down. I heard him.
Well, he says it, but then he brings him back to his feet. Now Sami going to try and fight back if he can. Boot to the midsection. And now he and Ilya Dragunov. Look at this.
Well, this is where the Nexus is most at home, out here on the floor. That's what they like to do.
Into the table. Oh, what's he going to do? Dragunov has got Sami on top of the table. Don't do this.
He's got him up, and it's not going to end well.
Good Lord. The level of disrespect right here by JD McDonough. Standing over the body. Sami Zayn trying to get back up. And he does.
Just barely beat the count in, and not only that, almost got in ahead of JD McDonough. Could have been a real interesting turnaround.
Tag is made, and now here comes Kevin Owens.
Well, he always likes to wear shirts and things that say fight Kevin fight or fight Owens fight. Doesn't matter in either way. He's going to have to find a way to fight this one right now, but Sami's a bloody mess.
Tag made. Ilya Dragunov has been well rested. Look at that. A quick tag made. With friends like that, who needs enemas?
Yeah, I'd say it was just a little bit too soon to be bringing him back into the match, but guess what? Back into the match he is.
Ilya Dragunov now got caught. Jawbreaker. Into the turnbuckle. Oh, the hell of a kick. Hooks the leg, and it's going to be a big one.
Well, the tag team champions would have loved nothing more.
DDT. Look at it. Oh, JD McDonough's coming in there with a... He just took out the referee. That's it. They call for the bell. This one is over, ladies and gentlemen. It's a disqualification for the Nexus.